Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are on round of 6 here. Sasha versus Mishi. Best of 7. Mishi, Meek, and Sasha fighting it out in the round of 6. Group 2, the top 2 map scorers advances onto the semifinals. And after we finish this series, we can tally things up and tell you who your semifinals competitors will be. The other 2 players have been decided on Tanner Draco's stream yesterday. I don't want to spoil those results for anybody, so take a look over on twitch.tv/TannerDraco if you still want to watch more Tooth and Tail after this, and catch up on Group 1 of the round of 6, which was Tatanka, Melvin, and Araloo. Hey, Tanner, what's up, man? Thanks a lot. Alright, let's get into this. Mishi versus Sasha. Big hype. And over on the right-hand side, we have Sasha. And in the bottom left, Mishi. So, I'm trying to think. I think Meek might advance regardless, because he's got 7 points. By the way, we got mirror decks here. Super standard stuff. Map gen looks okay for both sides. Yeah, actually, you know what? It looks pretty fair. I think you could really split hairs if you wanted to, but I think both players have very reasonable spawns. 5 farm warrior coming out from Sasha. Really reminds me of old school Chip from Space. I think he kind of popularized that build back when moles were different and they cost $60 and they would come in and wreck your face if you did not go for a 5 farm Warren. So is Mishi? Yeah, Mishi's gonna go for a 7 farm Warren. So bit of an eco lead, but again, not the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, so Meek has 7 points right now. So if Sasha wins, but Mishi goes 4-3, then Mishi makes it. So I think Sasha needs like a 4-0 here. Yeah, because Mishi got... I'm trying to do some math in my head. Yeah, I think Sasha needs a clean sweep. I could be wrong. Because Mishi has 4 points, and Sasha has 1 point. So if Sasha wins 4-0, she gets 5 points. And Mishi gets 0. Yep. So the pressure's on Sasha to really make it happen this series. I could be wrong on that math, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, I shouldn't have brought that up. Because it's going to make the series a lot less hype, right? Crap, if Mishi wins the map. So ignore me. I'm bad at math. I'm not an engineer in real life or anything. And Mishi going for straight 16 farms. And also trying to be sneaky with this mole Warren, but Sasha is actually moving out. Sasha trying to... Oh my god, these squirrels are... Oh my god! Mishi knows about the move out. I thought those squirrels were gonna bust him. Alright, he's gonna get 1 pig. And trying to get home to get in time for this big attack from Sasha. Oh man, can Sasha do it here? Big commitment, trying to punish Mishi for being too greedy. Let's see, Mishi did not try to tech and expand, he just went for tier 1. So Sasha getting some damage done, but will Sasha get game-ending damage? I don't know, it's starting to get a lot better. More moles on the way. Is Sasha gonna pack it up? So, some decent damage under the farms there. Okay, now Sasha actually has an eco lead. But can Sasha hold off against this counterattack? A couple squirrels gonna get bled off on the way home. Tons of emergency moles coming down from Sasha. Sasha also has 4 tier 1 Warrens. But, I don't know, man, can Mishi just come in here before these moles are ready? Keep in mind, Sasha did have the forward mole Warrens, so kind of had to sell those and rebuild them, and Mishi did not give the time needed to really get out enough moles to hold this. Big victory taking out the second base. But I think Sasha traded pretty nicely there. Yeah, look at the army for Mishi. And we are still pretty early in the game, so it's like, yeah, that sucks that that second base went down. Sasha's definitely got a black eye, but I don't think she's knocked out yet. And it's... So I think this mill might just be to bait Mishi into a false sense of security. But Mishi did see the squirrels moving out. So Mishi knows the attack's coming. Does Sasha still commit? No, Sasha's going to go home and then actually farm up. So that scout from Mishi actually seeing the unit movement was absolutely huge. And now I'm worried again. You know, Sasha has got no moles here. But it doesn't look like... Okay, I was going to say, what? Mishi should be moving out, and here it is. Oh, that's so many units. Good lord. Let's just look at this for a second. Oh my god. Alright. Sasha trying to prep, trying to build some moles, trying to get out some mines. Oh man. Oh god. Trying to be careful about the mines. Ah, look at... Jeez. Jeez, Manelli. Mishi! Oh, Mishi decides against it. Wow, I'm confused. You know, people get really worried about Sasha's moles or mines, man. Meek did the same thing earlier today. They kind of touched some mines, was like, I don't know if there's like 12 mines here. It just kind of pulls back, so this is great for Sasha. This gives Sasha room to breathe and to get back into the game, and you know, that advantage that Mishi had in the early game is going to matter less and less the longer this game goes on. So this is ideal for Sasha. This is what Sasha needs, is some time. Mishi getting the third base, so thinking about stepping back in. Maybe gonna come around the back. I feel like Mishi is like really afraid of mines. He's gonna get some warrens for free here. Sasha is out of position, but does scout the boar warren on the way. Yeah, Sasha did see it. I think Mishi might not realize how far ahead he is, because I think either of those pushes he could have just ended the game with. But hey, that's easy for us to see with our omnipotent caster vision here. This is an important match, you know. Mishi doesn't want to lose the game from being a little too bold. Just gonna wait for that boar, which is gonna do great. Sasha does see the boar on the way. There's really not much that she can do against it. Like, it's pretty risky to invest in a lot of Falcon at this phase, and risk just getting run over. So Mishi's fine. He's happy to just let that mill go. Very courageous attack here from Sasha. Sasha's got to know she's behind, but maybe Mishi's been kind of tricking Sasha, lulling her into a false sense of security, since he kind of kept moving in and was like, I don't think I've got enough, and moved out. But I think Mishi just stomps over this attack. That's going to be the surrender from Sasha. Mishi going up 1 point in the series. That brings us to Mishi vs. Sasha, game number 2. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Good to see you, man. In the bottom, we've got Sasha. And in the right, Mishi. Oh, games have been great today. Yeah, I highly recommend, if you got the time, man, check out the VOD. We've had some really cool series. Yeah, that attack from Sasha in the early game, I think that kinda is what defined the game. Like, yeah, some damage got done there, but the counterattack from Mishi was just too much. And I think Sasha was kind of limping into the mid-game from there. 5 farm warrens from both sides. Ghost, you're like always here, man. It's crazy. I don't even stream on a schedule anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just see him live and you pop in. I like try to be a little bit on like a, hey, I kind of stream in the Sunday afternoon time frame generally, but it's just cool to see it around, man. It's been like, what, 5 years at this point? It's always really cool seeing seeing some old folks. You know, of course, we got a pretty small community here in Tooth and Tail, but a lot of people are passionate, and it is a really fun game. I think it's very fun to watch. It's fun to play, and it's cool to see people showing up years after years. Like, I mean, Mishi's been here since the beginning too. You know, Sasha's been here a long time too. Alright, Mishi going for 8-farm or 8-farm Warren Cam. That's pretty greedy. Sasha does see it, though. No moles this time around from Sasha, opting for that skunk owl style. So I have heard from Sasha that she's very confident with skunks and their ability to deal with boar. So I'd love to see that this game. I don't know if we're going to see Tier 3 this game, though. I mean, it's such a short rush distance map. The map feels pretty fine to me. You know, these mills are within spitting distance of each other, so probably not going to be taken, but both sides do have, like, this kind of safer mill a little bit to the west that they can take. But I don't know, it's always hard to invest in something like a Tier 3 when the rush distance is so small. Sasha does not see the second base of that scout. And Mishi gonna go for double cam. Oh, Sasha just moving in. Alright, this could actually work. Mishi hasn't invested in double tier 2 and a mill. So, on paper, Sasha should be up quite a bit on army. That mine hit deals pretty good damage, though. Sasha's mine helps her take out that cam, but cams are just so good. Sasha gets out of there with the skunk alive, though, at the very least. And Mishi smells blood in the water after that push. Don't down a mole warren. Did Sasha see the mole warren? She did. Now Mishi's sending me mixed signals. The mole warren and a farm. Maybe he just wants the moles as like part of the army, but I mean, 4 cams is a nice time to move out. Great warren positioning here from Sasha. Generally, you actually don't want your warrens to tank nowadays because moles just eat through them so quickly. Moles deal crit bonus damage to structures, but pigs are not considered structures. So in a way, they're a little bit tankier against moles. Sasha knows Mishi's trying to be a sneaky boy here with these cams. Gonna have none of it. And yeah, Mishi's just kind of progressing into the mid-game a little bit better. And again, I think this is going to be Skunk Falcon versus Double Cam, which I think Double Cam's better than. My heart wants Cam Falcon to be better than it, but I think my brain tells me Double Cam is. But hey, that was nice for Sasha. The cams did pick up a warren and a pig there, so that was pretty rough, but does get 1 cam on the way out. So actually, yeah, that's a lot better for Mishi. And Mishi does get to that 16 farms. Mishi trying to be sneaky again with these moles. Sasha does see it, though, so maybe Sasha can get some free value on these moles. I imagine Mishi would take these home, though, since he kind of got busted. And the boar's on the way. So Mishi's not really in any hurry to end the game. I want to see if Sasha scouts the boar, but I want to watch these cams. So we can check Sasha's vision here in a second. And oh, this is just so painful. Cam's coming in here, taking out more stuff for free. Sasha did see the boars on the way. Gonna respond with an owl. Double owl, actually. Alright, so if she can get away with double owl, that'd be nice, but let's see how the boar will do. I think the boar generally just like roasts through those mice anyways, but maybe the theory with the owls there is the owl is going to be very strong when the dust settles. You know, maybe not very strong against the boar itself, but after the big fight, we trade the armies, and the boar dies and you barely keep the owl alive, then in the follow-up attack, those mice are very valuable. Sasha trying to get up into more skunks, more falcons to handle this boar push. Mishi again, being relentless with these chameleons. Sasha might get the reveal, gets one, okay. Good response there from Sasha. It's definitely what she needed. This is looking a little scary for Sasha right now. Yeah, and that owl's not gonna be out in time. And I think, oh my god, the squirrel mole, like, this is just so scary. Just look at this. Skunk's trying to get some gas down, trying to get some damage out before the big engagement starts. It's a lot of skunk gas, but the boar busting its way through. Well, actually a lot of the squirrels are dead, and the falcons in the air are starting to clean this up for Sasha. Sasha pushes the attack back, and this buys her time to get the owl out. The skunks did a great job there in that engagement, knocking out all the squirrels and allowing those falcons to have a scot-free attack. That was super hype. Well done from Sasha there. Alright, Mishi pushing in again. Oh man. This is the last thing most ToothandTail players see. The squirrel cam bull boar. But this time around though, it is too much. The angle was too good for Mishi. The skunks not being able to get all the squirrels knocked out. Yeah, that time around, the attack was just too direct, and there really wasn't time for the skunks to do their thing. So 2-0 for Mishi so far. And Tander, does first and second place, I imagine first and second place matter, right? Like, do the first place seeds go against the second place? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So seeding does matter. So Mishi kind of getting in a position where he might be able to go up against, or to get number one out of round of 6 here. All right, let's hop into game number 3. Let's see if Sasha can fight back. In the green over here, still rocking the owls. We got Sasha, and over on the right-hand side, Mishi playing the meta. And no moles from Sasha is tough. And I think that's where the skunks are supposed to come in, though. Like, a little bit more of a defensive approach. If Sasha can get to that final form, if Sasha can go Super Saiyan and get the Sky Army, right? Multiple owls, a lot of falcons, I think Sasha can win the hyper late game. But getting there is the challenge. And actually, a very defensible spawn here from Sasha. This is like one choke that the army would have to come in to attack the natural. And the skunk should be able to do pretty well there. A little bit of an abusable cliff, though, from Mishi with his falcons. He has been pretty sharp on doing that. Even this little spot right there for the commander to run up. Oh, man, that could be devastating. And okay, so this base is accessible. A little bit of awkward ramping here for Sasha, but she can run over here and grab that if she so chooses. Meanwhile, Mishi's bases are a bit clunky, but a bit straightforward. You know, here's a natural base, and here's a third. Not a whole lot to say there. 8 farm tier 2 from both sides. Blind. Mishi actually hasn't even scouted yet, so pretty bold. Yeah, Mishi trying to figure out... Oh no, he's got a full scout of the map. Wow. Hang on. Yeah, this is Mishi's vision. It's pretty good. He's gone through the mouse mazes down here and found nothing. So Mishi should be aware of the back entrance. Not sure how relevant that'll really be. Double falcons on the way for Mishi. Yeah, probably really wants to abuse this cliff. Ooh, Ooh, Commander Radius reveal? I like that a lot, actually. Tander saying in the chat that the reveal will get buffed. Right now it's only like one tile away from the Commander, isn't it? I think that's a really smart change. It's a nerf to mines and cams. Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of times I feel like I know mines are out there, and I try to, like, be diligent and get those reveals, but, I mean, it's so hard. And Tooth and Tail is such a fast game. Like, you really don't have time to sit there and try to reveal every single tile. So I do like that change a lot. I think that's a lot better than... damn, nice response here from Sasha. Mishi getting punished here for trying to be cheeky, and he needs to go home. He already lost a Falcon and Squirrel for nothing. Yeah, I like that change a lot because I think mines are actually good. I like mines where they're at. I never look at mines and just think like, oh, that's way too much damage. Oh, but Sasha wanting to move out though. Oh my god. So much damage. But can Sasha make some counter pressure happen? Sasha's got so many more squirrels here. Mishi's got a good position here up on the high ground though and is cleaning everything up. Mishi is unstoppable. There's a reason Mishi is a multiple tournament winner. But I do like that radius reveal change because that, to me, it feels like more counterplay, and I always love counterplay. I think that makes the game a lot more interesting. Oh man, Mishi is the master of abusing terrains. It's so funny, like, most of these games we've seen the high ground just be detrimental to players, to be honest, like with Falcons, such part of the meta. But to be fair, Mishi has also opted to go fast Falcons this game after he identified the terrain scenario, right? Yeah, moles are probably one of the most dynamic units in Tooth and Tail as far as, like, one patch they're horrible, one patch they're really good, one patch they're niche. Like, moles have been changed and reworked so many times over the course of the game. Because it is something that's really hard to really get down correctly in an RTS, right? Like, a unit whose kind of core theme is the flexibility to appear on the map very quickly at any spot. Like, that's a really strong ability, right? So how do you create that in such a fashion where it's compelling and useful, but not just darn right overpowered? Alright, Mishi in a very good spot. This engagement here for, I mean, just the terrain abuse has been the theme of this map. I think that attack from Sasha made sense, but just that spot the Falcons were at, it was hard for Sasha's units to really get targets on it. And now the high ground is really helping Mishi out. Just keep his units safe here, kind of split up the gas, and Sasha taps. 3-0 for Mishi so far. But if Sasha comes back here, it's really going to determine who out of Mishi and Meek take place number 1. So if Sasha, like, really takes game 4, 5, 6, 7, then Meek wins. So let's take a look here. Game number 4, or is Mishi going to get the clean sweep? If Mishi wins this map, then he's going to get first place in the group. In the bottom, Mishi, and in the top, Sasha. Sasha changing it up a little bit, going back to Mole Boar. Still keeping the skunk, though. And I think Sasha's deck should be better than Mishi's on paper. Doesn't have the mines, so I think when you give up the mines, you need to really be on top of your scouting. I think the mines are a great emergency tool that kind of help leverage when an attack is coming out against you and you're not quite ready for it. You know, throw down some mines and hope for the best. But I think Sasha's just fine without them as far as core comp goes. And we have seen the Skunks absolutely devastate this style. I mean, You know, Mole Cam Boar, none of those units shoot up. So if the Skunks can pave the way for the Falcons, can gas down all the squirrels, I mean, that's game. So far, nothing crazy yet. Sasha thinking about a mole, maybe? I don't think so. I just wants to follow up and scout, make sure didn't like sell off a tier 1 for a tier 2 or anything. Mishi taking a walk around, trying to get the lay of the land, doing some surveying work. Sasha would have to win 2 games for Meek to get first. Right, Tander? Oh, Meek already played Ghost. But you should watch those games. Those are nuts. Meek is on fire right now. So not a whole lot yet to say. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's always fun. If you are getting here late, we are wrapping up pretty soon. We've done all around 6 group 2 today. Basically the top 2 players on the map score advances to the semifinals. Tander Draco streamed group 1 yesterday with Araloo, Tatanka, and Melvin Fro. I don't want to spoil those results for you if you haven't seen them, so check out twitch.tv/Tander Draco for the rest of the round 6 matches. They are already done. And Boar on the way for Sasha here. So we're about to crunch the numbers after this series and see who advances to the semis here. Oh, I see what you're saying, Tander. Because Mishi got an extra point up on Meek. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, now does Mishi know that the boar is on the way? Mishi does not, but he's about to see it now. Okay, sees it now. But it's a little bit late. The boar is about to get paid for. So how does Mishi respond? I mean, he saw the Warren basically popping in, so he knows the timing on that, which is nice. He knows he's got a little less than a minute until the board's ready to rock and roll. Gonna try to hold this off with Cam Falcon, maybe some mines or moles at the last second, but might actually try to do some more cliff abuse. That's been the name of the game for Mishi this series, and I mean, it makes sense in a Falcon meta, right? Like, that's what Falcons do, man. They give you that high ground vision. Gets one more in, but Sasha able to save the other one. Mishi really wants it, though. Trying to poke back in. Loses a Falcon for his hubris there. And this is just a one base push coming in from Sasha. Mishi trying to do something before the boar gets here, but it was a little misguided, as now the boar is here, and Sasha totally cleans up that army. Gonna chase this last Falcon home. That's gonna be a tap for Mishi. Alright, so Sasha wins this one. So Sasha, I don't want to do the math right now, but Sasha needs to continue winning more games. That's not quite enough to bump Meek out of first place. So we're on game number 5 here. And in the bottom left, Sasha going back to the owl. And in the right hand side, Mishi. Going back to the owl after winning with the one base boar. Bit of an awkward map for Mishi. This could be a good chance for Sasha to win another game here. I don't think either of these mills are relevant, is the problem. And that's kind of fine for Sasha. She can run over here for the natural. I don't even really want to talk about third bases. Like, have we even seen a third base today? But this is rough for Mishi because he's forced on a one base play. Now, he does have a very strong composition for one base. So I would love to see Mishi just, you know, throw his hands up in the air and be like, alright, I guess I'll do a one base board push, you know? But that's a very strong thing to do anyways, so it's not Not the end of the world. I think it pushes Mishi a little bit out of his comfort zone. He is a macro player. He does like to get a big economy going. But I just don't see a mill that he should take this game. So yeah, Mishi gonna kind of desperately look around. Well, what's nice? I mean, Mishi can take this campfire, and I think he should, because that can mess up Sasha's math. If Sasha never goes down there and scouts that Mishi took that, I can remember a lot of games that I lost, and I was just like, "There's no way! Like, how?" You know, I look at the replay, and my opponent had a campfire, and I mean that makes such a big difference. Like, 9 to 8 is like 12%, and 4 to 5 is like 20-25%, right? So, excuse me. When you're talking about one base environments, I mean, a campfire is an enormous deal. Speaking of an enormous deal, Mishi with a double mole rush, coming for that sweet skunk warren. And Sasha's out, scouting is none the wiser. And there it is. Doesn't even lose a mole. Does take some damage though. That's rough. We did see, Mishi win with the Fox today. Chat talking about the Fox, but it is rough. I mean, I just think the boar is so much more bang for your buck. It's hard to find when and where the Fox can be good. And especially, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. As a Fox connoisseur myself, I also think it's how hard it is to defend against moles. Because you want to sneak that Fox out early. So when you're in a position where like turrets are kind of garbage because of moles, like generally it would be, you know, you get your fast Fox out, you have turrets to defend. But that doesn't really work as well nowadays. Mishi pushing in, gets a warren, backs off for now. Sasha gonna chase all the way home. Mishi does end up taking this mill. And takes campfire, which is nice. Sasha's still on one base. I'm kind of surprised to see this mill out of Mishi. I mean, I guess it's not that dangerous. But let's see if he actually commits any farms on it. Nice reveal on those mines immediately. Mishi gonna come in. Sasha running for her life. Does hit that road though, which helps get away. And again, we got Skunk Falcon versus Double Cam. Squirrel Mole. And I feel like Double Cam's just stronger than this. How are the army values? The army values are very close. Ooh, Mishi lose a commander though, that'd be bad. One of the Skunks going down. Yeah, you really need to get that skunk gas out before the fight starts, which Sasha's trying to do. But it seems like Sasha really doesn't want to take the engagement, wants to bait backwards. And the gas is just not really doing enough. The cam's getting up here on the front. Two of the cams do go down though, and Sasha is able to kite all the way back to the Warrens, where she makes a stand. And ends up evening things out there. Mishi is starting to invest into that second base. And looking for the engagement. Again, the mines pop. Don't actually kill the skunk, though. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay, only one mine went off, actually. More damage on that mill. Only one farm invested on it, though. The real thing here, again, is that campfire. I can't underestimate that. You know, Sasha's probably not factoring in that campfire into the math of how these engagements are going. You know, Mishi's 2 farms ahead. And finally, Mishi has enough to break through. Winning 4-1. GG. And that means that Mishi is going to get out of the group in first place. And Meek in second place.